Those words are not my words. They are the words of Aisha Moody. Now, I also saw the rants, and I saw Shatta Wale, in his usual rant mood, hailing insults left, right, and center. What do I think? My brother, Shatta Wale's beef is that Stonebwoy was billed to perform at a salahfest at Abeka. And on the last day of the event, or on the day, the D-Day of the event, Shatta Wale was also confirmed, and his photo was also put out as one of the performers. And then Stonebwoy decided to pull out. My brother, my sister, this he considered an insult, and he considered as a sabotage. Let's look at it. Was it truly a sabotage? Now, we all know that Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale have had their own beefs in the past, and it looks like they are still beefing. According to my very good brethren, Sammy Flex, the IGP came out and blatantly made it clear that under no circumstances should the two artists, Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy, be billed on the same stage, except that there is very heavy security. If this is anything to go by, may I ask, what was the level of security at salahfest? Again, is it a problem if one artist decides that, listen, as long as this other artist is billed anyway, I do not want to share the same stage with that artist? Is it a problem? For me, it's not a problem. It's not a sabotage. It's just choices. There are some other artists who will say, yo, you know what? If I am billed for this show, I do not want Blakk Rasta to be part of the show. If Blakk Rasta is part of the show, I will humbly and willingly opt out, because I do not feel good performing with Blakk Rasta. Or again, I do not see Blakk Rasta as a quality enough artist for me to share the same stage with. These are opinions. If anything at all, if I'm going to take the artist on, I will not take it along the lines of sabotage. My brother, my sister, Stonebwoy is a big artist. Shatta Wale is a big artist. It's not like in the days, according to Shatta Wale, when Samini was the biggest artist, and anytime he said he will not perform with any other artist, then that artist will suffer. After all, he was the person the promoters were all running after. And if he blacklisted you, it meant that you were doomed. You are both big artists in equal measure. If one artist says, I don't want to play with this artist, especially that it is said behind the doors and behind the curtains, we have to ask the promoters, what was the condition under which Stonebwoy decided to accept to play at salahfest? Maybe he asked them, can I see the list of artists who are playing? And then they provided the list. And he said, okay, I am comfortable, I will play. Then later, if you are adding another artist, contractually, common sense should let us also contact Stonebwoy and say, listen, I remember when we were signing you, you wanted to see the list of artists. We just had one more artist joining us. Are you comfortable? But you don't go ahead to publish the name of the new artist who has been billed without conferring with the artists who wanted to be sure which artists were on bill. Again, security is most important. The last time we saw the two of them on the same stage, guns were pulled. My brother, my sister, if Stonebwoy feels that anytime he's on the same stage with Shatta Wale, tensions rise so high and he wants to avoid that and decides to pull out, there shouldn't be a problem. Let alone an instance where somebody's mother is dead and still being insulted in the grave. And some other people will say, oh yes, but Stonebwoy also insulted his mother and blah, 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 blah. Some time ago. Listen, insults are not the way out. Insults are not the way out. When Stonebwoy said that, many were those who condemned that. Even though he didn't mention any names, we could tell who he was referring to. Many people condemned that. Should we continue going to and fro, insulting each other's dead mothers? And I would just like to put this thing out to my very good friend, Sammy Flex. Maybe I should have called him personally because this is my very good brethren. But I think that saying it in public would also help a lot of artist managers. Sammy is somebody who is so experienced when it comes to communication. He is somebody who is strong when it comes to his support. He's been supporting Shatta in the days that people were not ready to support him. You can give it to him. So it's just a blessing that at the same time he has become the manager. But I would like to put this out. Brand is very important. Somebody feels that if I play with this artist, it will demean my brand. It shouldn't be a problem. We have to also help our artists keep a certain brand. If a manager or some managers say, oh, I manage only the music of the artist and not his private life, we understand. But make sure that private life does not affect the brand and the music. If it does affect the brand and the music, then it means that you have failed. Should I say it again? I am saying, if you manage an artist as a manager, and you say that you are managing the music of the artist, the career of the artist, and not his personal life, just be careful that the personal life of the artist does not affect the brand, the career, and the music. If you manage an artist who comes in public and gets drunk and falls in gutters, or comes out and goes naked to show his ring ding ding dong to the public, you must know that this is quite private, but it is going to also affect the career. I'm just saying this to all artist managers. Shatta Wale, since me and him decided to smoke the peace pipe and become the best of friends, we have remained like that. I do not want to go back to the days of disagreement, and I will not do that. I respect him as an artist. I respect Stonebwoy as my artist, who calls me father. Shatta Wale also calls me father, and you heard that on stage when he said it. This is my father. I was proud to hear that. When two of my sons are quarreling, Stonebwoy calls me father. Shatta Wale calls me father. When my two sons are fighting, I don't like it. But I do agree, business-wise, that one of my sons might not like to share the stage with the other until the brands become equal. In the sense of everybody has a way they want their brand to go. Me, my brand is radical. The other one says, me, my brand is gentle. The two cannot be on the same stage because they have two different brands. The radical one will like to come on stage half naked. He might like to come on stage smoking in Tampe. He might like to come on stage doing so many different things, my brother. The other one wants a gentle stage where people wear suits and so on and so forth. It's like the seller of shea butter and the seller of salt. They have two different brands, and their prayer will never be accepted at the same time. You know why? The one selling shea butter is praying that the weather should be cold. It should even rain, so that when the weather is cold like that and it drizzles a bit, the shea butter becomes thick and solid and nice. How about the one selling salt? He's praying that it should not rain, the sun should shine very hot, so that the salt can smile and shine. So how can the two prayers be accepted at the same time? Shatta Wale is salt, and maybe Stonebwoy is shea butter. They have two different brands. Think about it. Well, my name Blakk.